Breaking news now. The reported death of Russian insurgent Prigozhin brings to mind scenes from yakuza films. The Showa era, 1926 to 1989, film series, Jingi Naki Tatakai, Battles Without Honor and Humanity, also titled, Yakuza Papers, chronicled violent turf wars between criminal organizations in the Hiroshima prefecture. Hiroki Matsukata, 1942–2017, who played a gangster in the film, muses quietly in the local Hiroshima dialect, "Where did we go wrong?" A thick Hiroshima accent is used to deliver the lines. Still, it sounded like it had been spoken by someone in distant Russia. Russian oligarch and founder of the Wagner private military company Yevgeny Prigozhin was reportedly killed on August 23 when his private jet crashed. It's possible that the plane was shot down. Prigozhin's defection from Russian President Vladimir Putin in June has only been 2 months, so the possibility of a purge is being considered. Since I don't know the backstory, I keep thinking of that famous line from the Yakuza movie. A gang war in Hiroshima can only end in one of 2 ways: win or lose. This line comes to mind because several of Putin's former generals have died under suspicious circumstances after being accused of treason. Prigozhin, who was once referred to as Putin's chef, is rumored to have participated in military operations that were too shady for Moscow to be seen to be involved in. After his mutiny in June, he was thought to have reached an agreement with Putin, but the Russian leader could have decided things had gone too far and punished him. A rebellion, a betrayal, and a purge. It's unsettling, like we've gone back in time to a time of constant mystery. The situation reminds me of a mafia turf war, or perhaps a court battle between rival eunuchs vying for the emperor's favor. The Russian invasion of Ukraine began a year and a half ago. Where do things stand right now within Putin's inner circle? Another memorable line from the Yakuza movie is, "Our era is over," spoken with a Hiroshima accent. I often find myself wondering if Putin himself will ever say these words with remorse. Vox Populi, Vox Dei is a popular daily column that discusses a variety of issues, from the arts and culture to social movements and policy. The column, written by Asahi Shimbun veterans, offers insightful perspectives on modern Japan and its culture. A federal human rights act is necessary for Australia, the only liberal democracy in the world without a Charter of Rights, according to the findings of an inquiry. On Friday, members of Australia's Parliamentary Joint Committee on Human Rights discussed the need for the country to pass legislation to prevent human rights violations and abuses. Advocates for the rights of refugees and asylum seekers have said that until such a law is passed, Australia will continue to stand out as an exception. Without a federal Human Rights Act, we have seen what happens. Dr. Adrian Anderson of Refugee Legal told the committee that this was not a hypothetical situation or an unknown. Australia's inadequate protection of human rights has enabled over 3 decades of indefinitely detaining children, women, men, and families, seeking our protection. To normalize a culture of rights violations, she said, the practice of indefinite detention has been foundational. There are no time limits on immigration detention in Australia, making it one of the few Western countries to do so. Recent government data shows that the typical sentence is 735 days long. Solicitor Rachel Saravanamuthu from the Asylum Seekers Resource Centre in Melbourne has been critical of the immigration minister's use of her executive authority. Given that the Minister of Immigration has more discretionary authority than any other Commonwealth minister, 47 separate powers under the Migration Act, stronger mechanisms for accountability are needed.